What is going on YouTube? Joe here with Culination Media, and welcome back to another live Pokemon X and Y Wi-Fi battle against a subscriber/follower on Twitter. Today we're up against Jimmy in an NU match. This is actually a rematch. You probably watched that match that I had with Jimmy probably about a week ago or so. Miss Magius Spectre was kind of the star of the show in that one. Anyway, we're having a rematch today. I needed to record, and he asked me, so there we go. Bringing some weird stuff today. It seems to just be a regular thing with me. I just always bring really kooky stuff, so I hope you guys are going to enjoy it. I hope it actually works, but it's still cool to see Pokemon like Glalie in an NU match. Anyway, before we get started today, as always, if you haven't done so already, and you would like to show your support to the channel and the series and all that stuff like you guys have been doing for such a long time now, it only takes a couple seconds to click that thumbs up button right below this video, or leave your thoughts in the comment section below. I always get a lot of really awesome, nice, positive comments down there, whether it be constructive criticism or suggestions or whatever it may be, or if you're just stopping by to say hi and you enjoyed the video, whatever, you're having a nice time. That's what I like to hear. That's why I really enjoy my subscribers. You guys are the best. Seriously. So we have Stealth Rocking Rhydon here, kind of like a tankish type of set. That's usually what I like to run on Rhydon. We have Swords Dance Samurott, we have Choice Scarf Rotom Frost, which is pretty standard actually. Then we have Specially Defensive Glalie with Hail. Why not? Why not? Really weird set, but I'm just anxious to try it out. Then we have Physically Defensive Leafeon, and I've been running a Swords Dancing Leafeon in my Pokemon Showdown session that's been going on the channel at the time of recording this. That's the current Showdown session, so he might think it's going to be offensive, and it is not. Oh, he's bringing the Den! Look at that! Oh, this guy's cool. Jimmy, you are a cool person. You really are. This is why I love battling my subscribers so much. Alright, and we have, last but not least, we have Specially Offensive Xatu. Seems like everybody loves to run defensive. I like defensive too. I've only used it a few times. I just haven't used Xatu a lot. But we're going to try the Specially Offensive set. It's got Psyshock, Giga Drain, Heat Wave, and then Roost with a Life Orb. So we will see how that works. No spinner though, so we need to be careful of that Piloswine. If he starts off with that, I'm going to switch right into Xatu, even though I'm weak to Ice-type moves. I don't want him getting Rocks Up. It's just not something I want to happen because half my team is weak to it. So, with that being said, Primeape is dangerous. He's got a lot of dangerous Pokemon on his team here. Primeape and Sceptile especially are fast and very powerful. I'm going to say I want to lead off with Rhydon to get up rocks. But his team really isn't hurt that much by rocks, so I don't know how necessary that's going to be. I kind of almost want to just lead off with Samurott. This is tough. This is really tough. I'm actually going to lead off with the Rotom. And that could be a really big mistake. It really could be. Nope. Choose the Samurott before time runs out. Oh my goodness. All you do is talk. You don't actually pick your Pokemon. I do that all the time. I get like so involved in the commentary, or not even just the commentary, but just like explaining my thought process and things that I'm thinking about, that I forget to actually make my move or select my Pokemon. Oops. Look at this panda hat. I like his outfit. Very snazzy. And he does start off with a Piloswine. He's going to try to get Rocks Up immediately. And that's not a good matchup for our good old Rotom here. I'm pretty sure he's just going to go for Rocks because he's not going to go for an Ice-type move on a Rotom. He's not going to go for Earthquake on a flying or a levitating Pokemon. The only thing he would really have to damage me is, unless he has a Rock-type move, which isn't that common to carry on Piloswine. So, if I had to guess, I would say Stealth Rocks would be coming. So I'm going to waste no time, and I'm going to go into Sinnoh, the Xatu here. If he goes for an Ice-type move, if Icicle Crash comes our way, then that was a good play on my opponent's part. And I just got out-predicted on turn 1. And he does go for the Stealth Rocks, and we are going to bounce that back, so that saves Rhydon the trouble of doing that from later on. So that's good. But we still can't stay in here because this thing probably has Thick Fat, so Heat Wave is not going to hurt it as much as I'd want it to. Psyshock is never going to one-shot a Piloswine, neither is Giga Drain, even with the Life Orb. So, we could go into Samurott to kind of scare this thing away. The problem is I don't really want to take hits with Samurott. I really do not. We could go into Rotom and go for the trick on this thing to get rid of its Eviolite. But I can't really damage it otherwise. We could go into Glalie, but again, I don't really have much to damage it with. So that's a bit of a problem. You know what? I'm going to go into Samurott because at least we can force it out. I don't want rocks up on my side of the field, and that is what Xatu is here for. If he predicts the switch and goes for Stealth Rocks again, that would be a fantastic play. No, he goes for the Icicle Spear. Okay, so he's got the multi-hit move. That's not going to deal a lot of damage to Samurott here. And it only hits 2 times, which is a bit unfortunate for my opponent. Now, we could go for a Swords Dance because I am packing the Lumberry. So if Weezing wants to come out, we could get a free hit on it at +2. And at +2, will 2 Razor Shells even take it out? I really don't know. Is it worth going for a Swords Dance here? Because if he goes for Stealth Rocks, I'm in a fantastic position. But I don't think he'll do that. I really don't think he'll do that. I think he'll want to switch out because you know. This is a Samurai. You don't want your Piloswine to get destroyed. You know what? I'm going to set up a Swords Dance. It's a little greedy early on in the match like this, but I'm going to go for it. And he stays in. He's going for the EQ. He has to be. Why else would you leave this in? No, he goes for the Stealth Rocks. He wanted that up. He definitely wanted that up. Alright, well, I can get up another Swords Dance here because an EQ I don't think would ever one-shot Samurott. We have to watch out for the priority, though. No, I'm not going to go for another Swords Dance. I'm going to Razor Shell you. See if you want to stay in. No, now he's going to withdraw and go into Weezing, I would guess. Yeah, there's the Weezing. That's going to be his physical wall. I mean, that's what all Weezings are. Look at that beautiful, shiny Weezing. That purple smoke and everything. It's going to get hurt by the rocks. And are you kidding me? Are you kidding me, Razor Shell? You have a 95% accuracy. Oh, I needed that to hit so badly. Because he's going to go for Will-O-Wisp here. We have the Lum, so we're still okay, but I don't know if this is going to be a 2-hit KO. Really? I'm sorry, I'm very salty about that. That's not even going to be a 2-hit KO. Oh, wait, we get the defense drop, the hacks, ladies and gents. There's the Willow. Oh, my gosh. Hacks both ways. That's ridiculous, and he's probably a little salty about that, but I guess we just traded hacks there. Because with that defense drop, I'm pretty sure, even with that Black Sludge recovery, as long as we don't miss another Razor Shell here, this is going to be a dead Weezing. And we'll see if he wants to sacrifice something else, or how he wants to play this. If he has Protect, that might be a good thing to go for. He does. He has the Protect. He's going to get more Black Sludge recovery, and that might just allow him to... I should have went for the Swords Dance. I couldn't risk it, though. I really could not risk it. The question is, do I go out? I don't know that I want to... Do I want to risk it? I feel like another Razor Shell at... I'm going to go for it. It might be a little risky. The best play here probably would be to go into Xatu, expecting a Will-O-Wisp, bounce that back on him, and force him out. Because he doesn't have much that wants to handle Xatu. But I'm going to go for the Razor Shell here. We're going to play it a little bit risky. He avoids the attack again! And we avoid the Will-O-Wisp! What? What just happened? What is going on? Roman, stay out of our heads and stay out of our match. Holy cannoli. Alright, I'm pretty sure a Razor Shell at this point, I'm pretty sure it's not going to do much. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. We do have Heal Bell on the Leafeon though, so I can't believe how many times Razor Shell has missed already. This is ridiculous. I don't think it's going to kill from here, but we have the Heal Bell on Leafeon, so I'm not that worried about it. I'm really not, so I'm going to go for the Razor Shell again anyway. If he goes for the Protect, he does. I should have went for the Swords Dance. That was the predictable thing. That was the predictable thing. Alright, you know what? No, there's no reason to stay in now. Really no reason. I mean, there's no way it's going to kill, even with the minus defense. It's just not happening. So now we're going to bring in Xatu, and we can get a nice little Psyshock off on something, which is probably going to be Hypno. Unbelievable. I can't believe how this has turned out. He goes with a clear smog. That was a good play. That was definitely a good play. I don't think he's going to want to stay in here. We wasted our lum and everything. Yeah, I don't see him staying in at all. He's not going to bring in Primeape. He's not going to bring in, what do you call it? The Piloswine, I don't think. We could roost up here. We could roost up. I think I'm going to Psyshock, though. I want to get some damage off. Yeah, he's going to withdraw. I want to say Hypno's coming out. No, Piloswine. Okay. Can we two-shot this thing? With a combination of Psyshock and Giga Drain, we might be able to. I don't know. Piloswine is a Piloswine, though. Oh, that didn't do nearly as much as I wanted it to. We could roost here, but Xatu is not... Xatu's fairly frail. The problem is the rocks coming back in. I'm gonna Giga Drain you here. Gonna go for it. Oh, he has the Ice Shard. That was so obvious. Why did I not predict that? Why did I not predict that? I can't even begin to guess why I would not predict that. Alrighty, at this point, I guess Samurott, again, is the way to go here. Leafeon obviously is my physical wall, but, you know, Ice Shard is going to deal a decent amount of damage to it, or Icicle Crash, rather. And then, Glalie, no, not really. Not really a good switch. Rhydon, similarly, and Rotom can't do anything to Piloswine. So, we're back where we were before, except I'm going to have to take more rocks damage. I feel pretty okay going for the Swords Dance again here, because if he EQs to deal as much damage as possible, I will just... Yeah, I can Aqua Jet, and that should kill at +2 from there. I would think. He's going to just straight up withdraw, and I'm guessing go right out into the Wheezing. Yep. Now, the question is, the Mind Games begin. He's going to take some rocks damage. No, the Mind Games haven't really begun, because... They haven't begun. Because he's just... He can survive a hit, basically, is what I'm trying to say. He's going to survive a hit, and I'm going for the Razor Shell. Even if he wants to go for Protect, which he might do. I'm still salty about how the beginning of this match went. But I can be a little bit more liberal with Samurott here, even though our Lumberry is gone, because we still have that Heal Bell in place. Now, yeah, Razor Shell is the way to go here. And he does not go for the Protect. Razor Shell actually connects. And that does a nice chunk of damage, and we avoid the attack. So he's missed 2 Will-O-Wisps, I've missed 2 Razor Shells, and we're kind of right back where we were before. And this, I can imagine he's a little bit salty. I know I'm a little bit salty, but I can't really complain. I mean, I guess if you want to be like extra critical about it, Razor Shell has a higher accuracy, blah, blah, blah. It's still critical misses on both sides. So I'd say it's pretty even. Go for Razor Shell again. Here comes the Protect. No Protect. Hoping that the Razor Shell might miss. So Weezing is out of the way. We don't have to worry about the burn. Oh, okay. He may have predicted me to predict the Protect there. So it's good that he wasn't playing in a pattern. That was a good way to go about it. But I just decided to continually go for the safe play. And sometimes that's my downfall. Sometimes I go for the safe play way too often. Sometimes you gotta take a risk. It just, that's how it boils down. You can't always win matches just by playing safe and playing smart. Out comes the Sceptile, which is a problem because I had the Mega Horn, but I, in no universe, outspeed this thing. It's not happening. It is not happening. Now, we could go into Leafeon here. Don't know if that's really something I want to do. Is he going to go for Leaf Storm, maybe? Glalie might be able to take that, but after Rocks is what kind of scares me with that. Rotom can probably take one as well, and then retaliate with the Blizzard, but do I really want to, try to bank on Blizzard's accuracy without Hail Up? I do not think that I do. And I'm going to go into... He could have... There's a lot of things at play here. If he has Giga Drain, then that would be bad. I'm going to go into the Glalie, because that is what has the highest special defense on my team, I'm pretty sure. Fully invested, Calm Nature. It's an interesting set. But the rocks make it difficult. I wish he was not able to get those rocks up. He does go for the Leaf Storm. Can we take that after the rocks? We can. Somehow. Glalie taking a... That's a Life Orb Sceptile. And Glalie just took a Leaf Storm from it. That, ladies and gents, is extremely, extremely impressive. He's at -2. I'm going to go for the Protect here. I think he's going to try to finish us off. And I want to attempt to live a hit. Now, if he switches, Hail would have been the better play. But I really don't see any option other than to go for the Protect. Now, he may be fearing Ice Shard as well, because Glalie could be physical, Glalie could be special. He is going to withdraw. I mean, we're going to get some lefties, which is nice, as the Primeape comes out, and that is just going to be a waste of a turn, basically. And we need to, if we're going to switch out, we need to at least make sure we have enough to survive the rocks coming back in. And I think with another Protect, we will be able to. Now, this is most likely choiced. Either Choice Band or Choice Scarf. Primeape just tends to run those. Not all the time, but it tends to run those because it can run them very well. And go for Protect again here because I can. I want to get as much lefties as possible because we're going to take a butt ton of damage coming back in. He goes for the EQ. I still don't think we can take that. I don't think we can take that. We know he's most likely locked into that, so we could go into Autumn here. The problem, or actually, we could go into Rotom here. But if he's not choiced, that's the issue that I have. Because if he goes for, why'd he go for EQ? I'm trying to think. Why would you go for EQ there when I have something that's immune to it? You could go for a fighting type move. Why would you not want to be locked into a fighting type move, especially because Xatu is gone? I'm not sure about that one. But I think Leafeon is probably our safest play at this point. I don't want to risk Glalie dying. We can use it as Death Fodder later on. Autumn can easily take that. We can throw up a Wish and go from there. So, yeah, we'll see what happens here. There's the Rocks damage, a whopping 21 HP. He does go for the EQ again. So, we'll see how much this does. That's hard to tell what that could be. It is hard to tell if that's going to be Scarfed or Banded because Leafeon has amazing defenses. It really, really does. We could go for a knockoff to get rid of his item, but I don't want to do that because I want him to be locked into EQ right now. Go for a Wish and see what he wants to do. I'm guessing a switch would be coming, but then we can attempt to pass a Wish into something. I don't know what that would be at this point, but he actually does have a little bit of an advantage here because his team really isn't punished by switching too much. Yeah, he takes rocks damage, but my team gets pooped on by rocks way more than his does. All of his Pokemon, I think, are neutral to it, if I'm remembering correctly. My team, on the other hand, has 3 members that are weak to it, and 2 of those are still alive. And I have no way to get rid of it. The whole thing was I was supposed to try to prevent them from happening with Xatu, and I did for a little bit, but it didn't work out the whole match. Well, with you, I'm definitely going to go for a knockoff. And he's going to okay, he pulls a double, trying to bait the knockoff, perhaps, or to just switch a different move. He definitely was choiced if he's going to do that. And we're going to get rid of the Choice Band. Wow, that was banded damage? That was banded damage? That's crazy. That is really, really crazy. Now we need to be careful, though, because this Primeape can basically do whatever it wants. And I do not like that. Let's see here. We can definitely take a hit from this thing. So, I'm going to throw up a Wish again. And, oh, he has the Poison Jab. Is that going to be a 2-hit KO? It's not quite a 2-hit KO. So we're okay. without that choice band. With the choice band, maybe it would be close to it. Poison Jab Primeape, that's something I have not seen. I can understand why you would run it though. You know, any poison type move is a good move to run on a fighting type because fairies are a thing. And I'm gonna say we're just gonna go for the nice Leaf Blade here and get most of our HP back. See if he wants to switch out again. He is gonna go for the U-turn, which is also super effective. It'll do about the same amount, yeah. We'll get a Leaf Blade off on something coming in, which I'm gonna say is probably gonna be Sceptile. And if he wants to get his switch into Sceptile here, that would be the time. Oh no, he goes into the Den. I'm wondering what this thing is. Maybe Choice Specs? Maybe Choice Scarf? I don't know. We haven't seen a Choice Scarf user. And Leaf Blade almost one-shots this Den because of the crit. And Leaf Blade does have a high critical hit ratio. And there's the Cheek Pouch with the Citrus Berry. So, oh my gosh, he got so much of his HP back. Are you kidding me? That is insane. Well, at least we know he's not Choice now. And we're going to get back up to just about full health. I really don't know what you're going to go for here. I'm going to go for a Wish. I kind of want to just switch in Glalie right off the bat. Do I? I don't know if I can take a hit from this thing. That's the thing that I'm a bit worried about. I don't know that I can take a hit from this thing. Let's go into Glalie. I would love to go into Rhydon here, but this thing could have like HP, Ice, or Grass or something, and that's a little bit scary. So we're going to go into Glalie and hope to take a hit from the... no, not from 19 HP. Nuzzle. Okay. And we actually survived a critical hit Nuzzle. Are you kidding me? Glalie, too strong. Too strong there. That's actually kind of funny. Now, he may predict a Protect and go into, I don't know what, but I'm going to Hail here. Nope, he goes for the Volt Switch, and that's going to finish off Glalie. So that's unfortunate, but the rocks really just killed Glalie. I wish I would have been able to use it a little bit more. I needed to prevent the rocks from going up. And I just did not do that. So Glalie goes down, and we'll see what he wants to go into here. He's going to go into the Piloswine. Fair enough. Take a little bit of rocks damage. That'll put him down below the 50% mark. And at this point, let's see. We need to be careful with switches into Rotom. We might need that to finish off the Primeape later on. We might need that to finish off the Sceptile as well. So, it's looking like Autumn might be our best switch here. Do I really want to do that, though? Because I'd have to take an Ice Shard. And that Sceptile is going to be a problem. It can just come in and just kill things constantly, basically. I guess our best switch here is Samurott. That's what it's looking like at this point in time. We definitely outspeed the Piloswine, so we can go for a Razor Shell, or we can just go for a nice little Aqua Jet predicting an Ice Shard. But if I go for an Aqua Jet and he goes for an EQ and he gets a lot of damage off, that's not going to make me a happy camper, so I'm going for the Razor Shell right away. He's just going to withdraw, okay? He does not want Piloswine to go down here. He's saving that Ice Shard. He goes into the Sceptile. Was not expecting that. Because, you know, why would you want to take the damage on the Sceptile? That's my thing. Sceptile's very frail. And, yeah, that Razor Shell does a nice chunk. Is that a crit? No, but we get the defense drop, which makes me kind of want to go for an Aqua Jet, to be perfectly honest with you guys. But I don't think that's the right play. Because judging by how much that Razor Shell did, Aqua Jet is like half the power, just about. So I just don't see that being reasonable. Now I'm in a bit of a predicament here. I really am. I have to sacrifice something. I don't think Rotom can take a Leaf Storm after Rocks. And that's... who's going to be more useful here? I feel like Autumn is, because he can take a hit or a couple of hits from that Primeape, whereas Close Combat kind of poops on Rhydon here. And Close Combat also poops on Rotom. Yeah, the Sceptile Primeape offensive core is causing me some issues here. If we manage to survive, we can get off a hit. We can get off a Blizzard on something. But it looks like Rotom has to bite the dust here. That's what it's looking like. Oh, he goes for the Synthesis, which actually puts me in a good position. So he definitely predicted a switch there, which was, good on his part, but I'm going to get a Blizzard off. I only have 5. Oh my gosh, I used PP-ups on the wrong thing. I need to use PP-ups on Blizzard. Only 5. We need to conserve them for Sceptile. I'm going to go for it here. And he's going to withdraw. What wants to take a... Oh, he goes into the Piloswine, possibly predicting an electric type move. I don't know. The Blizzard will take this Piloswine out if it connects here. And it does. So that is finally a dead Piloswine. Piloswine has stuck around this entire match so far. He started off with it in turn 1. So we should outspeed anything on his team. So that much, is working in our favor here. He should have Primeape, Sceptile, Hypno, and maybe something else on his team remaining. We took out the Weezing, I know that much. He actually is going to send out the Primeape here. And the question is, do I want to just go for the Blizzard? I kind of do, but if it misses, we're in a tough spot, because I think the Sceptile just kills everything on my team if it misses. If I switch into Autumn, we can take that, throw up a Wish, and then what, though? That's the question. We still have to absorb hits from this thing, and he can get in the Sceptile for free. So we have to go for a Blizzard, as terrible as that sounds. And it connects, so that's going to be a dead Primeape, pretty sure, because Primeape is frail. Yep, down he goes, and it's a meaningless crit. I am 99% positive that that did not matter, because it's a Primeape. But it's the principle of the things. There's been a lot of crits. Most of the crits have been meaningless, except for on the Dedenne, which is his other Pokemon that he has remaining. I forgot. He's going to go out into the Hypno here. And that is fine by me. If I remember correctly from our last battle, it was a physical Hypno. So that much in itself is fairly interesting. So we could go into... I'm going to go into Rhydon here, because I should be able to take any hit he wants to throw my way. Even if it's Ice Punch, I'm really not that afraid of a Hypno. I think we can take several of those, and we're not going to take much damage at all from the rocks. In fact, whopping 11. There's the Fire Punch. Don't you dare burn my Rhydon with that Fire Punch. Thank you. I would have been very upset. I would have been quite upset, actually. Part of me wants to go for a Rock Blast, but I think Dragon Tail might be the better play. Let me think. Are you going to try to switch in your Sceptile on a potential Stone Edge or Rock Blast? No, Rock Blast probably is our better play then, isn't it? Why would I Dragon Tail? Just to rack up, hazards damage? If he stays in and I knock him into Sceptile, then what? I get outsped and I die, and I would have to, fodder something else off, and I don't want to do that. So we're going to go for the Rock Blast and the off chance. I know that Earthquake is, much more reliable and all that jazz, but if I don't want that Sceptile coming in for free here. If it's going to come in, I want it to take as much damage as possible and hopefully put it into a range where an Aqua Jet might kill it, or a Volt Switch or T-Bolt or something from Rotom can kill it. Because once that Sceptile's out of the way, I think, have won the match. We have an answer to the Dedenne and the Hypno. The Sceptile is the problem. So, Rock Blast it is. He's going to withdraw. Show me the Sceptile. Show me the Sceptile. No, it's the Dedenne. Okay, I'm pretty sure if we hit a Rock Blast here and hit 3 times that you are dead. So, we'll see how that happens. Yes, that looks like 3 hits will be enough. And we get all 3. So the Dedenne goes down. That, I'm pretty sure, was a fodder. Pretty sure. And that was a good play on my opponent's part because now the Sceptile comes in. Yep, for free, and I cannot do anything about it. I can't do anything about it, and he can get off a Leaf Storm, and I really... I don't like that. Now, I would love to switch in Rotom again here, but we're not taking a Leaf Storm. It's just not happening. At this point, the Rhydon should be able to take care of the Hypno, so I'm going to go into Autumn here. So I'm trying to play this strategically so that we're foddering off the right things at the right times, and we don't really need Leafeon for anything with that Primeape gone. We might actually be able to take a Leaf Storm. Let's see. Let us see. It's Life Orb. We actually took that fairly well. Kind of, sort of okay. He's going to take some Life Orb damage. He does pack the Synthesis, so we need to keep that in mind. And we get some lefties. I think we can take another Leaf Storm if he does indeed want to try that. I don't know if that's what he's feeling like doing, or if he's just going to straight up switch out into the Hypno at this point. Not sure what he's feeling here. I'm going to throw up a Wish. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to throw up a Wish. And he is going to withdraw, so the Hypno's coming out. I don't think Hypno can one-shot us. I just don't see that happening. So I know he's got Fire Punch and possibly Ice Punch, but I'm not feeling the one-shot. Now, I could be cheeky here and switch in Samurott, I guess. Would that really be cheeky, though? I mean, then I could just go for Mega Horn on either of these Pokemon. If he switches in the Sceptile by some chance, because I haven't showed him the Mega Horn yet, then the Sceptile is dead, and that eliminates our problem. But if he doesn't, and he just... There's a lot of things at play here. There are a lot of things at play. I mean, what are the chances I'm going to hit the Mega Horn as well? That's the other thing I need to try to keep in mind. You know what? We're going to go into the Samurott. We're going to try to let Samurott win this match for us. I'm going to predict a Fire slash... can't talk. Slash Ice Punch. We should be able to take that fairly well, unless he wants to go for his Zen Headbutt. No, he does go for the Ice Punch, so we're okay here. We're going to get the Wish. That should get us back up to almost full health. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? I can't win today. I cannot win today. Alright, we're going back into Autumn. I mean, I have the Heal Bell. Ugh. The Hacks has been bad in this match on both sides, so I mean, I can't really complain too much, but that just kind of stinks. That throws a monkey wrench into my plans. There's the Thunder Punch. That does absolutely nothing. And can we take an Ice Punch? I don't even know if we can. I really don't know if we can. Do I really have a choice? Not really. Unbelievable. I mean, I have to go for Heal Bell here. I need Samurott to be alive. So Heal Bell it is. And we do outspeed, so there's that at least. But I'm pretty sure Leafeon is going to go down to an Ice Punch here. There it is. And... oh, no, we took that with 15 HP remaining. So I actually may have been able to throw up a Wish, possibly. I don't know. I think at this point our only play is to knock off. Leafeon is pretty much done here. Good thing we had that Heal Bell. We really needed it. And knockoff actually is a one-shot of this Hypno. I was not expecting that at all. I know it was offensive, and we knock off the Assault Vest, but I did not think that it was going to be a one-shot from that range. I would not guess that. I know Hypno has a lot more special defense than physical defense, but still, it's just not something you would think would happen, especially because this is a defensive Leafeon, so we're not talking about, you know, max attack or anything, in which case definitely it would be a one-shot because, you know, the Leafeon is power. It really is. Now, I want to say a Synthesis is coming here. I would love to knock off your Life Orb. I really would. Although that extra damage that you do to yourself kind of helps me. And the fact that he can't switch out is extra helpful, because he needs to use Leaf Storm kind of sparingly. I'm going to go for the knockoff here. He goes for the Focus Blast, and we avoid the attack. And knockoff gets a crit, and I'm pretty sure that mattered. Down goes the Sceptile. The hacks in this match, like I said, on both sides. It was fairly even, but it was ridiculous. We had freezes. We had 2 Willow misses. We had 2 Razor Shell misses. We had 4-ish crits. Some of them mattered, some of them didn't. The Focus Blast missed. I hit 2 Blizzards, which is beyond me. This was very much so a Hacksfield match, but very much so a lot of fun as well. Really enjoyed my opponent's team. I love that physical Hypno, the offensive Hypno, really cool. It's something I don't know how many times I've seen that, only a handful. So kudos to you, very cool team. Hope you enjoyed the match. Jimmy, I hope you guys watching enjoyed the match as well. As always, if you'd like to get in on one of these matches, my Twitter link is down below. That's where I ask for all of these matches. And I don't know if I'm going to use this team again. We'll see how things go. But that is going to be it for this time. So if you enjoyed, make sure you're leaving a like rating or a comment or whatever you guys want to do. And I will see you all next time. But until then, game on.